82.5p more than the half pint fluid costs. And that's
yeah, and you're saying it's tax.
That's outrageous.
And you're saying it's tax.
No, I'm saying it's an outrageous rip-off, and people should take the same stand as me.
Well, no, it's ridiculous, no, because the point is you should not be going into a bar and asking for a half pint. You're better off just getting orange juice.
Well, I'm sorry, but there are ways and means of doing that. Now, listen, I'll tell you what I'll talk to you about.
What?
How do you think you look compared to your age? You know, do you think you're looking okay or what?
Well, funny enough, there's an app that you can get, right, where you can basically put a picture of yourself on it.
Yeah.
And it will give you what age they think you are going to be.
Right.
I think did we not do it a few months ago, where what we discovered was that depending on the expression on your face,
yes,
you can look older or younger.
Yes, that's true.
And I think when I did it first,
yeah,
when I wasn't smiling, it came up with something like my real age,
okay,
55, right? But when I was smiling, it came up with like 43.
That's very good.
So I mean, I would say that, for my age, I don't think I look too bad.
Right. So
considering the amount of punishment I put myself through.
Okay. So as you know already, I've been studying my scientific journals today. I told you about the Marilyn Monroe effect.
You did, yes.
Putting that in your brain.
Yeah.
The other thing I found out is that the very realistic prospect of an anti-aging cream is now just around the corner. And what they do is...
See, again, you can't fight the ravages of age. No, there's no point in trying.
No, you see, you don't understand. This is not a skin cream that makes your skin look better, that's old. It's a skin cream that stops your skin from aging. Literally, the batteries in skin cells...
You can't stop yourself from aging.
Yes, you can.
You might as well stop with this ridiculous vanity project that you've obviously discovered. Because only the other day you were telling me how people could stop themselves from turning grey hair.
That's right, yeah.
Ridiculous.
No, I'm into these things. The batteries in skin cells run down over time.
Batteries?
Yeah, there are batteries in your skin cells, okay? There are.
No, that's a euphemism, sure.
No. Honestly, there are batteries in your body.
What, AAAs or what?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. The batteries in skin cells run down over time, meaning that they struggle to proliferate or repair themselves.
Yeah.
Yet these batteries, hang on, these batteries, human batteries, could be kept fully charged with a treatment that tops off a basic chemical cycle. Right?
Yeah.
Most anti-aging products rely largely on moisturisers to give the appearance of youthful skin. Some try to stem the damage from chemicals that are thought to contribute to the wrinkles, such as free radicals. But
free radicals?
Yeah, free radicals, yeah. And it also, some of them rip out the electrons out of the compounds in our bodies, okay? But what scientists have now discovered, and by the way, this has been discovered at Newcastle University.
Oh, Newcastle.
Right. You know, why, man?
Polytechnic of the North East, presumably, do you mean?
Well, you know who studied there, don't you?
Was it Vera?
Yeah. She studied criminal.
Is that on this weekend?
I think it's on Sunday.
Is it?
Anyway, it says, scientists at Newcastle University believe they've discovered a tool. A tool, yeah, well, you know, like
there's a lot of that about.
A human tool. They looked at skin samples.
Steve McLaren discovered.
And they found mitochondria, right?
Mitochondria,
which are tiny peripheral structures that generate the cell's energy. These are the batteries. Was spluttering because an enzyme
talking about
an enzyme that powers the lower level of skin was winding down, right? This was all written in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology, What's your problem? What is your problem?
It's just nonsense.
It's not.
It's absolute nonsense.
It's not.
I mean, I'm sorry I missed this week's Journal of Dermatological, whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I read my journals, and that's what it says. The Journal of Investigative Dermatology.
Yeah.
The expert, Mr. Mark Birchmakin.
Birchmakin. Double barrel.
Yeah, that's right. He says research means we now have.
Sounds like something you do in the Wild West.
We now have a specific.
What are you doing? Birchmakin.
We now have a specific biomarker, a target for developing and screening the anti-aging treatment that we can now inject into cosmetic creams.
Why are you talking like a robot?
What?
Why are you talking like a robot?
And the metabolic enzyme found in the batteries of the skin cells has been conquered. So how about that?
Yeah, how about that?
It decreases bioenergy in aging skin.
Super.
Right?
Tremendous.
Okay.
Thank you. Finished now.
Have you got that?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
See?
It means absolutely nothing to anybody.
It's another contribution of mine to
nothing.
to the future of, the human body.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something about Salford coming up next.
What?
You know, Salford. You know that place where the BBC operate from.
You
We
mean-
went and did a show up there, the Lowry.
A sellout show at the Lowry.
Yeah, that's
Theatre.
right. Yeah,
Very good
Salford
night.
Keys.
Yes.
Something terrible's happened up there.
My God.
This is Talk Sport.
Still haven't signed up for TalkSport's £1 million football game? Why not? There's a million good reasons why you should. The Selco Predictor. Play to win £1 million and a different prize every week.
This week, beat Alan Brazil's predictions and you could win a framed England shirt signed by famous crisp salesman Gary Lineker.
Download the Selco Predictor app now on your smartphone and use your football acumen to win great prizes. The Selco Predictor. Sign up for free now at talksport.com/predictor.
Only one feature of the new Mini Cooper Clubman demands more attention than its striking design. Spacious interior, seating for 5, and satellite navigation as standard. And that's the stunning offer. So let your head be turned by the new Mini Cooper Clubman. From £239 a month, plus initial rental. Book a test drive at your nearest Mini Centre or mini.co.uk/offer. 48-month hire agreement from Mini Financial Services, £3,059 initial rental, subject to status, guarantees may be required. Available for new vehicles ordered by 31st of March and registered by 30th of June. Participating retailers only. Mileage and other conditions apply when you return the vehicle. Visit mini.co.uk/offer.
Ever dreamed of owning your own home? If you're a council or housing association tenant, the government's Right to Buy scheme could open the door for you. Because now you can get up to £103,900 off the price of your home in London. So why not find out if Right to Buy can open the door for you? Call an advisor on 0300 123 0913 or go online to righttobuy.gov.uk.
Hello, Darren. You here again?
Yeah. Pump 7, please. And these.
Must have been a long drive. You were only in it yesterday.
Yeah. I had to go to the other side of the country.
And back again in just one day. Well, it's nice to see you.
You too. Oh, and these are for you.
Cheese and onion, my favourite.
We don't mind why you come to Esso. We're just happy that you do. That's why at Esso you earn Tesco Club Card points when you fill up with us. Participating Esso service stations only. Terms and conditions apply. For details visit esso.co.uk.
As every sports person knows, timing is everything. It can be the difference between standing on the podium and going home empty-handed. It can be the difference between a sweet first touch that finds the corner of the net and the miss kick that ends up in row Z. And when it comes to hereditary hair loss, timing is vital as well. Because the earlier you start using Regain for Men Extra Strength Scalp Foam, the higher your chances of success. An estimated 7.5 million men in the UK experience hereditary hair loss, many of them before they're 35. But fortunately, Regain is on hand with all the information and support you need to help you separate the facts from the fiction. If you've noticed you're starting to lose your hair, you need to understand exactly why it's happening and what you can do about it. And now, Regain has an app that gives you support and advice to track your progress and maintain your twice-daily routine. Download the Regain from an iPhone app from the App Store today and start separating the facts from the fiction at regain.co.uk. Regain contains minoxidil. Always read the label.
The Weekend Sports Breakfast on TalkSport. Come together with the UK's football faithful for a weekend sporting sermon from the Reverend Georgie Bingham and the very irreverent Mickey Quinn. Every Saturday and Sunday morning from 7 on TalkSport. To some people, it's like a religion.
Well, believe it or not, that is the most played piece of music in the history of music.
Well, how come I've never heard it before?
Right, now we had a few like trumpets and all that, and then they stopped, and then you hear that drum
The drumming,
solo.
Yeah, but I haven't heard
That's
that.
6
I've
minutes.
never heard it before.
That's called the Amen Break.
Is it?
It is the most sampled piece of music in the history of music.
Really?
Yeah, no joke.
Who sampled it?
Well, believe it or not, it's a group called the Winstons, and they're a Washington DC-based soul group. So I thought I might have come across them when I lived there, but I didn't.
Right.
And they're led by a guy called Richard Spencer.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is who's used the music, who sampled it?
Well,
not who came up with it.
It's been used in adverts, it's been used in commercials, it's been used in promotional music, it's been taken and used in other songs, other records, other recordings.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm asking you, though, because I don't recognise it, therefore I don't know that I can necessarily identify who it's
I know, it's amazing. I don't think I've ever heard it before, but it is the most group called The Impressions put out this record, top 10 R&B hit. The song was called Coloured in Fog.